Okay. Question 6. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a left-tailed test?
So you said that's the one where if it's crescent?
Yes, I think so. So I think it would be the first one?
First one, I think.
Yeah.
Because left is all the smaller numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then 7's just the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then question 8. Remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance, or A. Okay, which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis?
I think if the p-value is greater than A, because A is kind of like that limit that if it's above like 0.005, then you can reject the null hypothesis or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one. Okay. We're on question 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Just,
Sorry,
yeah.
I think that first one is actually wrong. I think if p-value is less than A, then you would fail to reject the null hypothesis.
Why is that?
Because the A is kind of like the threshold, like your, it's like kind of like your amount of error. So you can get that much of a probability before it tells you that it's too high to prove it wrong.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if the p-value is really low, like lower than A, then you know that the null hypothesis, you don't know it's necessarily true, but you know it's not true.
Oh, right. That's the one that you accept.
That makes sense. Okay.
So then question 9 would be the opposite.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Okay. An insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believed that the average claim was about $1,500. They are concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Use this information on the next 2 questions. Question 10. Which of the following would be the appropriate alternative hypothesis?
Believe that the average claim they are concerned that the true is actually higher than it is. Okay.
So, C. So average claim is greater than 1,500.
Yeah.
I thought. Okay. All right, 11. Which of the following would be the appropriate null hypothesis?
Would that be A? The average claim is equal to 1,500?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Question 12. The insurance company randomly selects n equals 40 claims and calculates the sample mean of x equals 1650. Use the same information to answer the next 3 questions. The insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption?
I would say yes, because the sample size is over 40 or over 30.
That's large.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it would be the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Question 13. What theorem or law justifies your answer to the previous question?
Is that the law of large numbers?
I think it might be the central limit theorem, because that one talks about how things are normal, and the law of large numbers talks about how things approach, well, how the mean is near the mean of the other one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, question 14. Which of the following is the test statistic as defined in the lesson?
Is that the X with the bar over it?
I think it might be Z, but I'm not completely sure.
See if I can get that.
Because the X with the bar over it is the mean of the sample.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
What would
okay.
the S mean?
I don't actually know if we use an S.
I was gonna say, I don't think we did either.
That one might just be a random letter.
And then N is the sample size, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it says we can use the z-score to determine the x over bar. The bar over the x is far from the assumed value. So it is probably z.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
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 Okay. The historical mean of sales receipts at a grocery store is 150 with a standard deviation of $40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. She sets up a hypothesis test with the hypotheses null hypothesis mean is equal to 150 and alternate hypothesis mean is less than 150. She will use a level of significance of alpha equals 0.05. She then takes a simple random sample of 36 sales receipts from her stores and computes that the sample mean is equal to $144. Use this information on the next 4 questions. Question 15, what is the z-score associated with this test?
Okay. Are we just computing the z-score like we normally do?
Yeah, I think so. So just, yeah.
Divided by um, what did you guys get?
Hold on.
I got negative 0.9.
That's what I got too. Is that normal? Because it says to round to 3 decimal places.
I think that's just her standard. So I would guess it's alright, but I don't know.
Is that what everyone got?
Hold on. So 150 minus 144 divided by 40, and then is it 40 divided by the
Square root of 36.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was missing.
Or you could just put 6.
Where'd you get 0.9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you got too?
Yep.
Perfect.
Should I just put 0.900?
That's what I put.
It's a negative, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then what is the p-value associated with the z-score from the previous question? So then we put that in the applet?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do we find the p-value for that?
So you put that z-score into the normal probability applet. And then you just take the leftmost side because she thinks it's going to be lower than average.
Oh, so it's kind of, so p-value is kind of like the probability?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
So,
Go ahead.
so 0.184.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
I got 2.
Okay, question 17. What inference would you make about the null hypothesis for this problem? So,
Is it
I
to
would,
reject it?
yeah, I think so, because it's way higher than the alpha, the level of significance.
Okay.
You said we are rejecting it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, and then what is your conclusion for this problem?
We have sufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150?
Yep,
True population mean is 150 or
Is less than.
less than.
where? Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. 19. There are 2 types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true?
That one's type 1.
Type 1.
Okay, question 20. A researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of a equals 0.05, he will use an alpha of 0.01. Which of the following will be true? Would it be the probability that a null hypothesis is true will decrease?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Okay, if a equals 0.05, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error round to 2 decimal places.
How do we do that?
I don't actually remember.
Are we putting just 0.05 into the applet then?
We might be. It's just asking for another probability, so
Oh,
I'm not sure. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I think that it might be the same as the level of significance, because with a type 2 error, if the level of significance is low, then the probability of a type 2 error is high. But with a type 1, if alpha is low, then so is type 1. So I think it might be just 0.05. What do you guys think?
I have Yeah.
I am so confused.
I was just reading the textbook and it says we choose A to be a small number so that the probability of committing a type 1 error is low. The most common value for A is A equals 0.05. This is equal to 1 over 20. So when the null hypothesis is true, there's a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected at the 0.05 level of significance.
Okay.
So we can try that.
Okay.
I'll turn it in and see what we get, and I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. Okay, the last one is right, but we missed a few of the other ones.
Oh man.
Which ones?
Okay, so question. 1 second. Okay. Question 8.
8.
We got question 8 and 9 wrong, so I think if you just swap those, then they'll be right. So on question 8, do A, and on question 9, do B.
Okay.
And then question 17 would be fail to reject this null hypothesis.
17. Okay.
Question 18.
So
I think it might be we have insufficient evidence that the true population of the mean is 150.
So why is that? I thought we had enough evidence.
So I think because we don't have enough evidence to prove that it is 150, because the number that we got showed that it was less than 150.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's right, but I'm not completely sure.
Do you want me to turn it in?
Yeah, there's one other one that we have to fix though.
Oh, okay.
Question 20.
Okay.
I think the probability of a type 2 error will increase.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, because the smaller the A is, the larger the probability for type 2 is. I just wasn't thinking about that.
And type 2 is what type of error?
Type 2 is when you
is it when you
fail to reject it?
You fail to reject the null hypothesis, but it actually is not true. Mm-hmm. So it should be rejected, but it's not.
Oh. So what about 19? Is 19 right?
Yes, 19 is right.
Okay.
So that should be all of them.
Right, so should I just try?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. There you go.
Did we get all of them?
Something was I'm about to turn it again. It was weird. But it does this. These quizzes do it sometimes when it just doesn't turn in. It's just weird.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Submit. Let's take a look. Okay. 7. 8 is right. 9 is right. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 is wrong, but everything else is right.
So 18 is either B or C.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you
I'm
want to
gonna
try?
guess C.
Wait, what did you put on when you submitted it, Julie?
Oh, it was
You did A?
it
Is that
was we
right?
have insufficient evidence. So should we just try the sufficient evidence?
Well, we tried.
We
It was
tried D and we tried A. So it's either C or B.
I'm gonna go with C.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Let's hope this is it.
If it's C, then we're good. Quiz. Because I have a chance to do it one more time. So if that's wrong, then we know which one it is.
Right.
And I have a chance to do it one more time too. So
Oh, good.
then we'll all be safe. It's like we have 6 chances to take this test.
Oh my gosh.
It is C. It is C.
It
We
is
have
C.
insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150.
So
Okay,
it's C?
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. C.
Okay, perfect.
Oh man. Thank goodness.
Oh no. No.
Goodness. Plenty of time too. Are you almost home?
I am almost home, yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
actually, wait. When are we almost home? About an hour away, yeah.
Oh,
We
you
stopped
still
for
have
dinner.
Got it.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
I was able to like kind of sync up with his phone, and so it kind of worked out that way. So I was able to talk
Thanks.
to you guys. So it
That's awesome.
was cool.
Sweet. Okay, well, next Monday again
Yeah. Monday at
at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you then.
I'll
Okay,
see
thanks,
ya.
guys.